The history of Quipper. Hi, in this video we would like to give you an introduction to Quipper and its history so far. What kind of company is Quipper? On our homepage and in other media, you can see descriptions like distributors of wisdom, bringing the best education to every corner of the world, and building a knowledge platform that is accessible to everyone regardless of national borders or economic status. Quipper is an organization that connects learners and teachers via internet technology to revolutionize the distribution of wisdom to every corner of the world. Quipper was founded in 2010 by Masayuki Watanabe. He had been traveling the world since his student days, and his experiences caused him to think deeply about the tremendous challenges people in impoverished and war-torn regions face in their everyday lives. So many of the problems are directly connected to education. There is a huge gap in the availability and quality of education compared to developed countries. What can be done to overcome this education gap? This question would become a core theme in Watanabe's life. Without a practical answer to this question, Watanabe finished university and began working in consulting, starting up new IT services, and so on. It was during this time that a revolutionary new device made its first appearance in the world, the smartphone. With the introduction of the smartphone, Watanabe again found himself pondering the educational situation in emerging and developing countries. With the widespread adoption of smartphones, if we can make educational content freely available to the world, we can eliminate the education gap. We might be able to address one of the root causes of poverty itself. Now is our chance to fundamentally improve education all over the world. And so, with an eye toward global reach, he decided to establish Quipper in London in 2010. The newly founded organization searched for the best methods to offer education and learning on smartphones and for the core technologies that would make this possible. Beginning with enjoyable, easily accessible quizzes, subsequent service releases eventually led to the creation of a learning management system that could efficiently connect learners and educators. Quipper School. The goal was not simply to distribute educational content, but to build a platform that would connect teachers and students. Something like this. Teachers could combine drills and games to create their own content. Students could use that content on their smartphones. Naturally, scores would be calculated automatically. Tracking and administration could easily be done online. Once you try it, you're hooked. This focus on being easy to use helped Quipper School to steadily gain users in the Philippines, Indonesia, and Mexico. However, this was not enough for the free Quipper School service to enter additional markets or continue to develop new functionality and services. Something else was needed to take Quipper School to the next level. At about this time, far away from London, in Tokyo, Japan, someone else was pondering some of the same questions as Watanabe. That was Fumihiro Yamaguchi at Recruit. Even within Japan, depending on their family income and where they lived, there were stark differences in the education realistically available to students. As Watanabe had focused on the education gap between countries, Yamaguchi had been focusing on the education gap that existed within Japan and was determined to do something about it. Both men were focused on creating a way to make high-quality education available to all people. Their approaches were different, though. Yamaguchi had started an online prep school called Juken Sapuri. This service provided video lessons recorded by popular teachers possessing superb instructional skills. Users could access these top-quality lessons on their smartphones or PCs, anytime, anywhere. And the price was dramatically less than regular prep schools. Juken Sapuri received an enthusiastic response from high school students all over Japan. In the summer of 2014, Watanabe and Yamaguchi met each other. Both men shared the vision of eliminating the education gap. In addition, Quipper had technical abilities and international footholds that Recruit lacked. On the other hand, Recruit had content creation know-how and a sales force that Quipper lacked. In the spring of 2015, Quipper joined the Recruit group. Since then, Quipper and Recruit have each brought their unique strengths to developing their services. After joining forces with Quipper, Recruit has accelerated in the Japan market. Many services have been brought over to the Quipper platform. The brand was unified as Study Separately in February 2016. More and more high schools across Japan are adopting this service, which has expanded from supporting individual students with their current studies to providing detailed information to help guide their future educational paths. An online coaching service was introduced in 2017, enabling top university students in Tokyo to support learners all over Japan, powered by Quipper technology. And the Study Separately English Group has been rapidly expanding its services beyond school children to support business persons in improving their English skills. At the same time, the Quipper brand has focused on building its presence overseas. In Indonesia, Quipper Video was released in 2015, providing online video lessons to learners. The number of users is growing rapidly thanks to the efforts of hundreds of in-school salespersons, making it the leading online learning provider in Indonesia. The Philippines has also gathered a fantastic team. Quipper Video was introduced in 2015 and users are steadily increasing throughout the Manila area and beyond. Working closely with local government units, the team is building real social value. Mexico has also followed Indonesia and the Philippines in introducing Quipper Video. The team is carefully and rapidly establishing its user base as they adapt the Quipper Video service to local needs and culture. What's next? Quipper's vision is not the simple delivery of knowledge, but it is absolutely fixed on our being distributors of wisdom. Quipper and Study Separately will evolve to be a place where wisdom is born from the interaction of knowledge and ideas. Quipper's mission is bringing the best education to every corner of the world. We won't stop with Japan, Indonesia, the Philippines, and Mexico. We will continue bringing our services to new countries around the world. And those services will expand from online video to online coaching, real coaching services, and beyond. Likewise, we will provide these services not only to junior high school and high school students, but also to elementary school children and adult learners too. As distributors of wisdom, we will bring the best education to every corner of the world. Quipper leads the world in driving the evolution of education. Quipper will never give up on this challenge. And how about you out there watching this video? Won't you take up this challenge with us?